Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, where once again mighty heroes are to be sent out on dangerous tasks, in the hope they shall prevail. Now, looking at all the quests available here, I'm seeing 6 deeds straight away, and that attracts me. But it is a champion level quest. I'm also seeing 18 deeds here, which is amazing, but our heroes are not up to the task, let's be honest here. Low-level quests. We could take Wrexham, Nenya, and 1 hero from the stagecoach. Pashal, perhaps, in the hope of getting lots and lots of money. And you know what? I'm kind of liking that idea quite a bit. You'd be lower level for longer. Oh god. Wait. So she likes getting kinky with lots of people, but she gets really freaked out by animals. She must have had a really bad experience at an orgy at some point. Like, people were like, hey, do you want to come to this party? It'll be great. And she turns up, like, gets plied with wine and food, and then they're like, now we're going to bring the goat in! And she's like, what? Wait, no, I didn't sign up for this! You know, grabs her car keys out the big bowl, runs out the door as the goat's bleating after her. Yeah, I could get, especially if they sacrificed the poor thing or something, that could just... Who was that? There was an Eastern European countess who was killed, quite bizarrely, having sex with a donkey. There's no other way to say it. She had a harness rigged up so the donkey could be hoisted up above her, then lowered into position to bang her brains out. And the donkey didn't really fancy the idea, and it was all just really dangerous, and she actually died during this debauched sex act. I can't remember the full details. I mean, we're talking a couple of 100 years ago here, you know, talking like Napoleonic period, maybe a little bit later, that sort of time. So 1700s, maybe late 1600s, early 1700s, around then. It's really quite bizarre, and I can't remember all the details, but it's the kind of thing that sticks in your mind once you've heard about it. Am I leaving this slot open so I can get someone nice out of the graveyard? Undoubtedly. But you know what? This is someone nice.
She searches where others will not go, and sees what others will not see.
So, Lilla has skin 6. I think we're going to call her Amira, unless we have... I misclicked there. Unless we have one in the graveyard already. We have Shafiq with skin 4. Interesting. Very interesting. Amira it is then. With not skin 4 or 6. Okay. Okay. 2, 3, yeah. That'll do, that's nice. Right. That's pretty much a full support build. She's going to need some kind of damage skill in case she gets pulled to the front somehow. So we have Wrexham, Amira, Nenya, and we're trying to get treasure and levels. She can't use a lot of those from here, can she? Okay. In that case, there we go. You are our party's only healing. You will be able to target yourself. To the Weald. With low supplies, that's plenty of food. We're going to want a couple of these, a few of those, 3 of these. It's low, so we're not really going to need laudanum. We are going to remember to take torches this time, after the last fiasco. It's going to recommend I take 8 food. There's only 3 people. Does anyone have some kind of eating disorder? No, but that is most unfortunate and will need to be dealt with. Off we go then. Into these murky, mosquito-infested, swampy woods. I mean, it's hardly a healthy looking forest, is it? I mean, look at the state of the
Corruption has
place.
soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Okay. This is not a room battle, but it is a curio that I cannot see without getting into a fight. It's also a dead end, so I can just turn about and go this way instead. Now, Sir Wrexham, have faith. Do not open the crate, let Amira do so. She has a knack for finding the more valuable things in life. Things that might have otherwise been discarded as worthless. Let's all work together
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Let's all work together to dig our way through this barrier. Pausing only to finalise the upload of episode 16 of my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough. It's been uploading all night, so I'm kind of like, yep, I'm doing it now. Mushroom Men! Anyone remember Cranston, Thorndyke and the Dragon? With a bug bird men, with a bug bird men, and we're going to take you to the dragon. Whenever I think like the Mushroom Men, I think of that song. I don't know why you sing or cry, we're gonna take you to the dragon. I should maybe be throwing sand in their eyes. Okay, Wrexham, have at it. Hit them with all your might. Fire and shot was not enough to fell this foe. Oh yeah, you keep hitting him, that's totally fine. Uh-oh. And you know why it's totally fine?
Exposed to a killing blow.
Okay, Amira, we've practiced this before we came in. You know what to do. You use this skill on this person here. Now you get to feel rather safe. It'll take a while, but we just work our way through them. And now he's been victimized as well.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Bang! Job done. Alright, so now that our only available important target is in rank 4, we get to handle things slightly differently. We'll start with that. That's good, less accuracy. Then we're going to mark him up. Maybe even take him out in one shot. Now, Sir Wrexham, on your turn, when it comes, I would like you to use Solemnity. And that's unfortunate. Well, you shall be protected. And you will get shot.
Annihilated.
Nice. And cut choppy chop.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Lovely. And bandage. Gonna play for time for just this one round here. And then go in for the kill.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
Okay, do not open the chest. We have an antiquarian for that. It's unlocked as well, which is a bonus because we didn't bring any keys. It would be nice if we picked up a little bit more treasure though. It's also refreshing to dip back down to it. Oh my god, here we go. Pain, the death, the horror. Uh-oh. Alright, just hack at him. God. It could come to the front. I can't risk wasting a turn marking it if it pulls itself all the way to the front, out of shooting range. It's okay. He's a tough bugger, he is. And even if he does get the light, you can kind of shrug it off with hell no, we're going to try and shoot this thing dead.
Obliterated.
And shot dead it was. What a magnificent way to go.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, that's actually 4 damage, so let's counteract that with 6 healing. That was a good resistance roll there. Ah, he was doing so well as well. Alright.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It's got good protection, so we're marking it up. And it resisted the debuff, unfortunately, and oh, she could have got the Crimson Curse as well there. That would have been really nasty. But she does have a knife. Well, it's kind of cookery, really.
This expedition at least promises success.
Alright. I'm doing this for the treasure. Only a minor antique, unfortunately. It could have been much more profitable. But it's okay. Ooh, for the treasure, again. Every chance of a rare antique is worth it at the moment. Yeah, not going to waste a torch just yet. I could have done it there for the scouting roll, but I chose not to. Now these two are going to cycle, which means I'm not going to try marking too much. But that is possibly quite effective, because we've now weakened her to the point where she might fall to a single gunshot. But also now she's bleeding. Nicely done. And, you know, battlefield medicine, it's not quite... a lot of people want that skill to remove bleeding, but the whole point is that she's not an expert healer, right? It's just a quick patch you up that looks bad, okay? So I'm totally okay with it not removing the bleeding, based on the fact...
A singular strike.
That she's no plague doctor, you know? The leper has very low bleed resistance, however, and really kind of needs to try for the double kill there, which didn't quite work, but it has set us up a beautiful shot which should end this combat.
Decimated.
4 deeds.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We've got a nice sack here that might have even more treasure in, possibly another jade. Not another jade. And an old rucksack here that someone's left in the mud.
Finding the
yes.
stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
This run is beginning to become quite rewarding. I was about to say, will there be foes in here? There will, and there were. Kinda glad I didn't though. Right, yeah, protect her, please. Can we just go for a big attack?
Executed with impunity.
We could almost call it a massive attack. That's a reference to something by the way, I can't quite remember what though. Was it some kind of musical band, I think? Of course, the fact that I have to try and explain it to try and remind myself what it is means it wasn't a very good reference. Anyway, and please don't get pushed back, that would be really horrible. Thank you, I'm not getting pushed back. Oh my god, thank you, don't get pushed back. He needs move resistance quirks so badly. He also needs to do that. You know, that's actually okay. We got a knife here.
Back to the pit.
That's not a knife, says the antiquarian. This is a knife. Oh yeah. Oh hey, isn't there a new film coming out like about the son of Crocodile Dundee, and he's just like really rubbish at all Crocodile Dundee things? I think it's a comedy. I mean, the original was a comedy. It just had its own style of humour. You know? Oh, nice. You know what? It does have a little bit of stress. It's not much, just a little, you know. Oh, that would have been really awkward if that had succeeded in pushing her back, because then it would make it harder for you to get shot later. Oh, that is bad. Two more deeds.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We are so close now. We are so close to getting all the deeds we need. We have an antiquarian and we're not afraid to use her. It's also a last bandage, so it frees up a treasure slot. Go away. Right. A treasure slot where one of these things could easily... Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Gonna be greedy just this once and get rid of the supply item. Okay. Top priority is for Madman. You.
Well
Walk.
struck.
That was somewhere between womp and chop and any other sound that was like boof. Just wow. And a guard, please. We'll make him 2/3 of the party for enemy targeting purposes. Yeah, that's going to be horrible. But no horror, fortunately. Don't you get pulled! You got pulled. I told you not to get pulled. That's really bad.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
That's also really bad. You're going to have to be scooting to the back there very soon, Missy. Oh, yeah, please pull in for front. Of all the times when low move resistance on a leper might be a good idea. Oh well, there's the horror.
Uncertainty, the birthplace of dread.
It wastes a round of mark. It's very frustrating. Aha! I wouldn't exactly call it surgical precision, but it does the job of clearing out an enemy. And speaking of clearing out an enemy, I might... yeah. You can kill the body, get to these easier. We do have a small party after all. Oh, damn you. Right.
Destroyed.
You can just die anyway, she says. You know what? A little bit of blight for you, lady. For your nasty chanting, for your acidic tongue, have some acid back. Don't get... You fool! We shall begin the relentless advance. I always think of his move skill as the relentless advance. It's a pity move skills can't have custom names. I'm so glad she didn't push him back again. That would be ridiculous. Right. Bang. We're gonna go like this. Shtung. I like that sound effect. And you are gonna go like this. Wait, does that self-mark now? Oh, it does! That gives him a bit more tanky ability, I suppose. Nice. Well, you're going to scoot back to there. You are going to apply bandages to yourself. You're going to try and chop this thing up a bit. Then next round, you'll be going for stress removal while she goes in with the blade. Just like this. Or we'll just go for the kill. Well, I mean, I just can't shoot him, so... You know, healing it is, really. Alright. The other kind of healing, the much more important one, on this bar down here below the red bar. Yeah, the one that's actually persistent and sticks around. We will be changing your skills after this fight to include some kind of ability to hit rank 1.
Decisive pummeling.
Oh yeah, that's okay, because he's going to hit you with his sword. Or miss like a leper. Nope, it actually worked.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay, this is really good because she can just put those on. And we can take this, and those. I will have them! Nothing's going to stop me! You're going to eat that, you're going to eat that. Oh wait! Where did I get so much food? It must have been from that... Yeah, just gobble that. Take. You know what? You are a holy man. One of divine conviction, and you will not open this crate. We have an antiquarian for that. Lovely. I get a feeling there might only be one room fight this time round. Probably find out... Oh. I meant remaining. This could be the last one. And I didn't change her skills. Which just means there'll be less of an emphasis on killing the back rank targets.
Another one falls.
Oh, it's the big one. The vaguely cube-shaped one. It's like it was a cube with stuff dripping off the bottom of it, you know.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Cytokinesis. Apparently that's like the kinetic hurling of snot. I have been informed by another player. I haven't gone and checked it myself. So it's just hurling a gobbet out of it and then just kind of animates. Nice. I'm not even going to try blighting these down. Right, we're just going to clear one of those out. This encounter's starting to drag now, and if it is our final encounter... Oh goodness, that's... Yeah, well, she's just gonna shoot this one then. I should mark this one, I really should. Because it's a big, tough target with plenty of health left.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I shall mark it now, as I said I would. There we go. Double kill! Oh yeah. You know what, she can actually reach that from here. And so she will. I like the double miss there, that's highly beneficial. And now, let's capitalise on that mark. Maybe even get a kill, but not quite.
prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
The antiquarian put it out of the bag there. You know what? If there's no more room fights, it might mean there's no more hallway fights. And we do find ourselves in need of the treasure. Well, it seems our persistence has paid off slightly.
Trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
And now, in here. Okay, now it's time to leave. Let's see what awaits us back in the hamlet.
Corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Okay, nice bit of money here. Oh wow. Yes, about 16,000, nearly 17. We could probably give someone treatment in the asylum for that, yeah. Or some kind of hero upgrade, and we do need a lot of hero upgrades. I think we're still... I'm not sure, but we might just be up to 110 deeds. Wow. Lethargy and syphilis. That's not good. I don't know what she was doing in her spare time apart from going to the dungeon this week, but it's bad news.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, so Fennel's finally finished her mighty long booze up. Kelly is no longer bulimic. However, straight into it. 110, I see it right there. Straight into the sanitarium we go. Because Amira needs her lethargy treating. And Nenya, who will be changing skills to have some kind of front rank offense capability available, also has somehow acquired a sexually transmitted disease, and that's most unfortunate. With money remaining, we can give someone serious treatment. However, Sir Wrexham has earned some significant hero upgrades. And he shall be gaining those right now. Nice! Well, that turned out rather nicely. Let's now take the opportunity to build the Athenaeum at long last. After all this time waiting, here we are. I absolutely do desire to construct this building. And now I finally get to see what it looks like. Nice. I like it. Yeah. Just drag it around a little there so we can see it in all its entirety, you know, without conflicting too much with the background building. Got a nice little notice board out the front here, some banners hanging down with writing on them, obviously. Is that? Yes, that's part of the building. Oh, and I like that little detail there. I do like that. Yeah. This dome kind of almost feels a little like a Middle Eastern onion dome. I imagine maybe this tower might even be a whispering gallery. That would be very interesting. So now we can look at all these other expensive districts that won't get built anytime soon. You know, the House of the Yellow Hand is, in theory, I don't believe any of our remaining town upgrades require portraits, so if I were to focus on those, the House of the Yellow Hand would come next. Unless we get a load of crests. But it would be 200 or 300, it would be quite a lot. 200 for a puppet theatre, 300 for the cartographer's camp. We're not going to get the Ultra of Light anytime soon, but I'll look forward to seeing it when the time comes. The training ring, again, is going to be a long way off, as is the Outsiders Bonfire. And I still haven't assigned the Twilight Knight to the Outsiders Bonfire yet, because I'd need to do that as a separate file, and otherwise it would require her to use the Crimson Court DLC, and some people might not have it. If I give her a Crimson Court Trinkets mod at some point in the future, I could then tie her Outsiders Bonfire link into that, so that Yeah, see, that's a nice way of doing it. But in the meantime, we've built a lovely house of learning here for all our scholastic heroes, our antiquarians, our occultists, our plague doctors, and our librarians, because it says so right here, right, where it's important. They will all benefit from this. Yeah, forget the rest. This, I wanted to hard code this into the librarian anyway, but then it would have stacked up quite a lot and ridiculous. Also, yeah, it just didn't quite do it in the end, really. Alright, well, that's turned out quite nicely. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll say bye-bye for now, and cheerio!